Last week, we
It's a trap!
took.
Very good, Akbar.
Yes. We took some contracts, went out of our way to quickly deliver a charge to this city, and upon payment, we were gassed. Um, and we were quite aghast at being gassed. And then we continued on and fought an unwinnable fight and somehow won victorious. And now we have just finished fighting off the attackers and are now taking stock of the room and where we are at.
Sounds fairly accurate.
After, and also going to spend some time waking up and or breaking whatever charms are
Just smacked them around a couple times.
on some of our party members.
It's fairly decent summary.
Yep.
So, yes, you indeed found yourselves in that interesting predicament. And now, you have cleared yourselves enough moves to catch your breath and press forward. What would you want to do?
First thing I'm going to do is come over here and wake Kestra.
That's easy enough to do so.
And then
So we got Group and Sterdan are happy-go-lucky right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
that'll wear off in a little bit. I mean, it's not like you have to worry about them fighting you.
Hey guys!
The fighting
It's great to see
stopped.
ya. Give me a hug, guys.
Group, you understand Sheridan, he doesn't understand you, but he just asked for a hug.
Okay.
So while Sheridan and Group are hugging out their drug-induced friendship, what do the rest of you want to do?
trying to decide whether slapping them would potentially wake them up.
I think it's worth a shot. Baden and Yanovan will investigate the chest, make sure it is no longer going to spew more stuff at us, and then take a look at it.
Yeah, you're pretty certain that the charges have dissipated.
Awesome.
Opening it reveals golden figurines of each person.
Okay.
You find a likeness of yourself made of gold.
That is unsettling. I am officially unsettled.
Well, you did notice that the effect from the chest being open didn't affect any of those who were here, and they didn't have any particularly special equipment or gear.
Okay. I'm
not very much into this magic stuff, but this seems like a very elaborate trap just to get us.
I vaguely remember you mentioning something about the brutes wearing like some sort of necklace or something.
Yes.
Can I try and find those and figure out what they are?
Well, you have to roll them over. They're currently, trying to eat the floor as a corpse.
Hey, Group. I think this brute wants a hug.
Group comes over.
There's a dead half-ogre in front of you.
But it's better if you don't hug the back. You should probably turn
Yeah.
him over.
You gotta hug him and make sure he hugs you back.
Okay. First of all, Group is not that stupid. And he's also a raging barbarian. He's debating whether he should teach you a lesson. Oh wait, no. No, everyone is a friend right now. You're right. That's okay.
You might reply with, something as to the fact that you're not that stupid or something, but fighting, no. You don't want to fight.
I'm
You
sure
just wanna
Squeaks can.
be friends.
I guess I'll just hoist the half ogre because that appears to be what they want me to do. I am group after I lift it up.
You have the face of a dead half ogre looking at you.
Do I see the necklace?
You did.
All right, I'd like to grab it and take it off the head.
You're able to do.
Awesome. Does it look magical in any way, or what does it look like?
Let me see if I can find it.
You see group, since everyone's now ignoring him, spin around in a circle and attempt to throw the half ogre as far as he possibly can.
Curling ogres.
Thank you, group.
That's a new sport. New sport.
Okay, roll a strength check.
I know, I need to see if I can get into the game and do that.
It is the emblem of a black rose.
A black rose.
Yes.
Okay. Do we
I rolled a
recall?
dice for you if you can't get in.
Go ahead, roll a die.
18 on die.
Roll with advantage. 18 on die. That's pretty dang good.
It's still
24.
18 on die.
There's a larger window in the wall now.
Was
I
there a
feel
window there
like
before?
Group?
I feel like
What?
I'm in the background of this, like, movie. Everyone's paying attention to the guys in the foreground examining the emblem, and I'm just do 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 do. Boom.
So this is
What
like
was
the
that
start of Guardians
for?
of the Galaxy 2. All right. Do we remember if the Black Rose was from the Shadow Empress, or did we learn anything about that?
Had not heard mention of it.
Do we know from anywhere else what it might refer to?
As of thus far, no. No indication on what identifying
Okay.
markers that is.
Then we'll just pocket it for now. And what material is it made out of?
It's a gold medallion, basically, and the rose itself has basically had a magical or chemical effect done to make the rose on it black.
Okay. Does it seem like there's any magic imbued within it?
Do you have detect magic that you're using, or are you trying to attempt to do it a different way, or what is your means for
I'm
determining
I'm just using my Arcana to determine if it seems magical without a detect magic or anything else like that.
that? Okay, roll a Arcana check, and that will determine if you're able to.
That is a 8 plus 7, 15.
You're not certain, but you don't really detect anything on it.
Okay. So it doesn't seem magical outright.
Correct.
Awesome. Alright. And then back, so the chest just had gold figurines of each of us.
Correct.
And there is no way we can figure out why this might have what their purpose was.
There may be.
Well,
Depends on which
Well,
route
think
you go.
about it. There's the Shadow Empress was. What do we know about the Shadow Empress?
You know
Because
what
last
you've
I
heard.
checked, that from what we know from the Shadow Empress, what our client told us, that she was a bad person dabbling in the um, control of people, and
The
perhaps she's
orphan
trying to build an
individual.
army with some strong adventurers like us.
So the question is, do you want to destroy these statues, or attempt to destroy one and see what happens? Or does anyone have detect magic that they might be able to use?
Oh,
I do.
Yonovan,
Baden,
detect magic.
neither of
Oh.
these seem to be magical. Neither the statues
Okay.
nor the amulet you hold.
Okay.
So while we don't know this for certain, I would say that it's not outside the realm of possibility that the job that we took was meant to lure individuals like us into a trap, which we walked right into.
Yeah.
That seems like a reasonable evaluation.
Awesome. Hestra has posted her sheets. Okay. I propose we break some of the gold statues and see if that has any effect on us. I doubt they will, but who's going to leave a pile of gold behind? I'm sure Yonovan can do something useful with this bulk gold.
You want to roll a strength check, or what means are you using to break them?
Hey Yonovan, you got a chisel and a hammer?
it's mainly meant for stoneworking, but
I mean, this
You
is...
also have a vial.
yeah, but it's got to fit inside the vial. It was mainly for ingots, I thought. How big are these statues?
Fairly big vial to be able to handle chunks of ore, though.
Okay.
So the statues are probably big enough to sit in your palm. I'd say probably like 6 inches tall, ish. So they would fit.
Some of our new party members haven't seen this thing in action.
No, they
Ooh.
hadn't. Which is
I'll
why
pull it
I
out
said
of my
it's
bag of
not
holding
intended.
and place the statues in that fit.
I'm going to describe to Bane what he sees you do and what effect it has.
What to do?
I'm verifying that I know.
Yonovan does not describe what's going on.
Baden just watches in awe and doesn't understand any of it because there's no description forthcoming.
I mean, I
To be fair, I don't remember this either.
alright, okay, yeah. So I can put any metal in here, and I place a statue inside the glass chamber, and you watch as it magically liquefies and turns into an ingot.
Well, that's fancy.
Does the person who the statue represents also liquefy?
Cleo, I need you to roll a con save. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're fine.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
I'm just covering the basis of
That would be unfortunate.
voodoo and all of that.
So it seemed that this is part of our payment then.
With a lot of higher level spells, which you can find out from Squeaks talking to him, that they do require a object or item to anchor them to, as either a cast point, or a target point, or just a storage space. And one of two options transpires when that is expended. Either the item remains just a mundane, non-magical item, or the item is is consumed and evaporates.
So it was voodoo magic. It just got used up and stayed there. Is essentially what I heard.
That's fair.
All right, cool. Well, free gold.
You're now in a house. As far as you know, there's no one else in it. What do you want to do?
So guys, there's this hidden passage back this way. I found them trying to run away that way. Y'all want to heal us up and explore a bit?
Track them down and murder them. I mean, yeah.
I mean, they continue to teleport away. They are rather irritating in that manner.
Well, I believe that we need to find clues as to who decided to ambush us.
Where's that door opening?
That was an apt sound effect. Sorry.
All right.
Does this house also have a cat?
I have a bad history with those.
It does have a cat. A mechanical cat.
A giant mechanical cat. Woo.
And it may or may
Um,
not have another cat. I'm not
Does
sure.
it have a new mechanic?
All right.
So at this point, I'm going to assume Hesh just healed me for a certain amount of hit points, and
Well,
I believe the character sheet was posted from the player, so if you want
we've
to
got her wisdom,
check it, mark it.
so +3
We've got-
modifier. I'll cast a couple cure wounds. And we'll see how much you heal.
as far as I know, the healing is min half, so as a house rule.
That is handy. All right. 1d8 plus spellcasting. That's d20. All right. 9. That was 2 amazing rolls. So you heal 19 points of damage with 2 first levels.
Well, I'm at 34 out of 48 hit points with 10 temporary hit points until I long rest. So
Anyone else need a bit of healing?
I could use some.
All
The
right.
hugging tired me out.
How much healing you need? A little or a lot?
I'm about half my total.
All right.
Why don't you just tell him the number of points you're down and let him estimate what level? Like, what's the numeric value?
Yeah, I don't like doing that because it takes me out of the game, but it is, I'm down by 32.
Okay.
It's mainly since he's not used to the character, I was trying to help him. That's the only reason I was saying
Yeah,
that.
I need to see how many spell slots there are now.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down to 32.
If it was his character, I wouldn't have said that at all.
Oh,
So
Awesome.
at 5th level, 4 level 1 slots, 3 level 2 slots, 2 level 3 slots.
Yeah, I got it. So that'll be 8 points, and we'll toss a second level at you.
You know,
Wow.
it's fair that it takes you out of the game, but it's worth pointing out that we have no idea what being healed by 16 hit points feels like. There's no way in game to even state that.
True.
I could see, your wounds being your bleeding wound closing, and now it's just kind of a scratch.
Right. But you still
And if
have
you
to
get
have
fully
the
healed, it
facts
goes
about
away
it.
completely. That type of thing.
So 8 points the first time, 16, 19 for the second set.
Nice, big.
Yes, that was a surprise.
Okay, I'm feeling better. Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that's completely bad lingo, but
Thanks, dude.
Targeting out of character, it's fine.
All right. Last. Donovan, how hurt are you?
Oh no. Let me totally not check a spreadsheet. That's
See, Squeaks is at half as well, but his half is 11.
yeah. Down a
We'll
little
toss.
bit, not much if I remember.
We'll toss 1 heal to Squeaks. That'll be 8 points to Squeaks. That's all 4 first levels now. So anyone like 13 points down?
IM group informs you that
Oh.
he's down, but he doesn't need healing.
Okay. Donovan?
Use some.
I'm down 14 points, but I've got the temporary hit points, so
I'm
we can
down
save the healing for
21.
later.
Alright,
I'm at
one
half.
last healing spell to Donovan. And that will be a 13 points of healing. Because that was very sad.
Okay.
That's...
Guys in the mouse has the least hit points.
I'm only down by 8 now, so
So she still has 3 third levels and 1 second level.
I'll be fine. I can roll hit die. I'm at 38.
Yeah, once we get to a safe spot, we can roll some hit die.
Alright, so what would you like to do now?
Well, I would suggest that we search the house for clues as to who attacked us and where we need to go for that. Beyond that, if we follow whatever leads we get from that, if we get no leads, I want to figure out who is skilled enough in this town to craft finely gold statues in our image.
IM group is not particularly clever, but he points out that the lady did not seem to be allied with the others.
Alright. Well, I think we should investigate this house first, especially the hidden doorway and staircase down into the abyss. I mean, darkness.
Okay. Do you want to split and have some go down the path and some investigate the house? Or what order of operations do you want to take?
Well, they've already tried to capture and ambush us once. I'm not keen on splitting the party. Unless we're more certain than I am that we're at least safe for the time being.
Where's your sense of adventure?
My sense of adventure is I'm not ready to retire Cleoc yet. I mean,
That's your goal
Same.
with Cleoc was to die young.
I
well,
mean, he's already
I'm
gonna
gonna
do
die
that,
young
so...
in comparison to every other, race here except maybe Squeaks, because I have no idea how long Ratfolk live. Yeah. Which I don't imagine will be very long, but
Sure not.
Bacon's moving to the doorway.
I think we should probably, I'd probably want to do just kind of a cursory glance around the house and then go check to make sure that there's no one else in the house.
Yeah,
And then go down the hidden path.
Yeah.
I think that's...
Okay.
Yeah.
So Bane's standing guard by the passage. Who's scouting out the house? What tasks are people doing?
Cleoc will scout out the house.
Okay. Let's see. Roll investigation since that is what we're trying to do is actually investigate the place.
Investigation. That's a
You can use either
18.
wisdom or intelligence modifier for it, but it's
That's a 20 if it's wisdom.
okay. So you're able to eventually find there doesn't seem to be anything else currently in the house. It seems that was to vacate the premises as there was sounds of smashing with pews upon your cranium. You are able to find an office in which you find some notes, and they are marked with a black seal of Rouse.
I collect them and take them back to the party before I read them.
Okay. Upon reading them, you find out that there was clear descriptors given of each member of the party, and orders were given to acquire the needed materials to place these individuals under our acquisition. Basically, you're being talked about as property. You also find mention of the mechanical contraption can be exterminated, but its owner, there's potential number of avenues of revenue, so sure is
You're valuable, Yonovan. How do you feel?
I have mixed feelings.
I mean, you're valuable to others, at least. Is that a new feeling, though?
We've been kind of sold in the slave trade before, so not really.
That was the original character's introduction to the campaign.
Yep.
That's how we met each other. Is that we were all captured.
yes, but you also were introduced by not getting sold to the death dealers, but flesh dealers.
They're death dealers.
So not the flesh dealer, just the death dealers. That's not better.
No, flesh dealers is who they were going to get sold to. Those who deal in flesh.
Right.
You know, neo-Heloids and their friends.
Mm-hmm. The usual. Alright. Is there anything else in the house to investigate?
The only other thing you find is instructions that as soon as they arrive, bring my unit. I'm trying to think of the term she would use. Bring our new guests to the greeting chamber. So you know you were to be brought somewhere immediately after taking your rest.
Cool. So then we're gonna find that place at some point.
Instead, where the meeting chamber is. Says there's a meeting chamber.
Right.
So, now you have some of your questions answered.
Alright. So this was definitely a trap. If we hadn't figured that out already. We are obviously wanted by this person. We might not want to go meet them right this moment, but we gotta find them first, too.
We should still check out the hidden passage in the basement unless we have
Yep.
ample reason, or whatever that passage was. Unless we have ample reason to not do so. But I believe we're probably healthy enough to check it out.
Unless we want to risk waiting an hour for another potential ambush to come in, I think we should do that.
I certainly wouldn't want to wait an hour in here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I am Groot. Why wouldn't we just go to ship?
We
The
don't
ship's
have a
not
ship.
here.
In the ship that's
that's still a few days away
Let's travel away.
because it's still getting refitted.
Meh.
This is the downside of our plan.
Crap.
Exactly.
It's maybe a good thing they don't know we have a ship.
That is true.
Although they might know we have a ship, but they're not.
I'm not
As
overly concerned with it at the moment.
anyway, to the basement or whatever that passage was.
To the basement.
Just a bit parallels being and make them
Hmm.
hard. So down you go. There is no
Baden will stay in front.
Donovan, do you know how much gold you acquired?
Nope. Yeah, I've been fairly clueless on gold amount.
Okay.
I'll check my sheet here, but hopefully it's on it.
There is
If
no
someone
way
has,
in the tunnel, so that is going to have to be done with.
if Cleoc has his light orb, Baden will stay about 20 feet in front of that in the dim light and go stealthily and take the lead.
I activate my magical orb of light, and it floats beside me.
I'm sure
Nice.
I'm just happy that we're with him. I don't remember if anyone else in the group doesn't.
I specifically have this because I do not have dark vision. Womp womp.
I think it's fun acquiring that, wasn't it?
Oh yes,
Group is perplexed
the Luminous Max. He likes light.
because light is unnatural, but yet it helps me see.
It is not warm and nourishing, yet it works.
No. Fire bad.
That is less nourishing.
Fire
Alright.
terrifying.
I have create bonfire and control flames if you want.
No.
Doesn't seem kind.
Let's just set the top of group on fire and then control the flames so he doesn't burn down.
Exactly.
Yeah, 1d4 fire damage each turn. It's like a single branch. He is the torch.
Alright, so you guys descend into tunnels.
Yeah. Trying to go stealthily, trying to keep an eye out on whatever is happening.
So down and you see it opens into what appears to be the sewer system of the town you found yourself in. How far do you wish to proceed? In which directions do you wish to go?
So which directions are available?
You're into a larger tunnel area, and there's the option to currently go left or right.
Alright. I'd like to go about 500 feet in either direction and look around for tracks of potential escape routes. Since we remember the lady dimension doored out. If this was her escape route, we might find which direction she went.
Find numerous tracks. Most of which do not seem medium-sized female that you would expect.
Okay.
For what you were seeking. However, you do get the feeling that you're being watched from a number of side passages you pass.
With my 120 feet of dark vision, do I see what they are?
Roll perception.
That will be a 16.
They are staying fairly hidden behind objects, but you notice little yellowish eyes.
So like giant sewer rats?
Potentially.
Okay.
And I assume the entire party is with us.
I assumed because no one said they didn't want to go down the tunnel. It seemed to be the group consensus to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We don't have any leads on the escaping duo. They were not happy that we escaped, obviously, but they were more focused on their own escape when they teleported away. One did not travel far, but the other, through the use of I surmise to be a dimension door, but the male escaped by some other means. So I'm not sure where to go from here, guys. Any suggestions?
Well, continuing to travel the sewers would, you know, I don't know how. I don't know how much of the town is already under the control of the Shadow Reapers.
Exactly.
It's kind of one of those that if we go topside, then we are um, certainly to be found, and they'll either make another attempt at capturing us or something along those lines.
Exactly.
Well, we can continue traversing the sewers, but we're kind of traveling blind down here.
Hmm.
I mean, we can see, but we don't have any sort of direction or clue as to which way to go. So I think we should probably return topside and see if we can find any more clues about the meeting place.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm not particularly good at deception, but since it appears that they were trying to enthrall our minds, it may not be a bad idea to try and play along with some unsuspecting characters.
That's a good point. Who is
Well,
good at deception?
Rio, but Rio's not here.
There are some.
Right.
Oh wait, he's not here.
My deception's a -1.
Well, mine's a little better than that. It's just a flat 0.
What about
I don't think
Doran's?
any. I don't. Well, Doran's considerably better, but Doran's not here either.
Yeah, I'm just realizing that I think we brought the whole non-deception group. At least
Yep.
that was the selection.
mine's +1.
Hey, you're the best yet.
I got +1. More squeaks. From
Positive charismas, yeah.
He's a con mod of 0, so con mod of -1.
Sounds about right. Let's be honest though, shouldn't it be like -2 or something?
You know, probably they don't tend to do negatives like that in the game. This
Mm-hmm.
version.
But Kleok offers that suggestion, but says he's not particularly. He's not very good at lying. It goes against his nature.
Yeah, I see it going around where Cleox says that, and then everyone else is like, yeah, I'm not good at lying either. Yeah, I don't do well like that either.
Yep,
So
that sounds
I mean,
about right.
I'm bad at
astrology
deception. I'm bad at
check.
persuasion. I'm bad at anything charisma based. Let's just be honest.
All right,
If I was
so
playing my loot,
So Hestra doesn't.
then I would at least be able to add my my proficiency to performance.
No, we literally have no one with more than a +1 charisma in the group, do we?
that is correct.
Yeah, I mean, what's your charisma? I don't believe it's very high either, but I'm just curious.
Donovan might actually be trained in it, given that he sold faulty weaponry earlier.
Yeah, that's why
I
I'm
got
asking.
caught
What's your charisma mod?
flat.
Are you proficient in deception at least?
Nope.
Did you ever wonder why he got caught? You can't do it.
That's true. He can do it sometimes, but he's not the most believable.
I
Alright.
mean, I still kind of think it's our best. It may be our best plan still, but
Mhm.
but we
Yeah.
it's not looking good for us, does it?
After Lady Luck a little bit more.
Yeah, I think we might have a good chance with
Well, even then, we could still ask. We can still say, "Hey, we're looking for the meeting." I forgot where the meeting place was. Or we're looking for the meeting place.
do we have detect creature or find object or anything that he might be able to try and locate the people that ran away?
Do you?
I don't, but I'm asking, does anyone else have that? Like
I'm a-
squeaks or anything?
You see, what's her name? What's her name?
Hestra?
Hestra, yeah, you check her sheet. I don't think so, but it's worth looking.
Cure
She has
wound, healing
guidance.
word.
What's that do?
Guidance just gives you a D4 on this, your D20.
Skill checks and stuff.
That sounds handy.
Sure.
She'll just cast guidance on every deception check ever.
Nope.
We could do that for the first one. Beyond that,
I have detect thoughts, enlarge and reduce, act of familiar. Send it.
Alright, so
detect thoughts might actually be useful here, but
yes.
well, I say let's return to the surface and
Do y'all wanna rest in the house? Use our hit die a little bit and then explore?
I don't want the rest in the house.
Alright.
Group shakes his head with Cleoc. Bad idea.
It may be the easiest place to rest because we have no guarantee of privacy if we go out on the street, but I think at this point, I don't think it's going to be easy for us to stay hidden. So
Mhm.
I think we should use whatever little time we've bought and try and figure out the state of the town in general. Is everyone against us? And then we can, actually try and maybe stay in the sewers more often. Or is it just or will
Mhm.
we have a reason to believe that at least some of the town still has their free will and thus maybe be able to be trusted?
One moment. About how tall was the guy that led us here?
Just normal, medium size.
So, a little bit shorter than me, but not much? Alright, about a foot shorter?
No, not
Cool.
Just a pretty standard medium-sized creature.
In that case, I will cast Disguise Self and look like our guide.
Okay.
Interesting.
So you're taking on his looks.
Yes,
Do you remember his name?
I do
Or
not.
anything about it? For
I
deception to work, you need to have some detail that yeah, you look like him, but how far it can be pulled up under inspection is what I'm
let's just say I don't remember 2 weeks ago the guy that picked us up in 10 minutes. How much do I remember about him is a better question from an hour ago in game.
You remember his looks, you probably remember some of his speech. I do not remember if you received his name. Do you remember that?
I don't.
I don't have my notes from 2 weeks ago. I guess I could see if
Dorosu.
Yes. Excellent. He is a pretty normal-sized elven male. He
Awesome.
has gray hair, blue eyes, and wore dark robes.
Then I will look like that. And I will remember his as many of his mannerisms as I can.
Okay. Who do you wish to
Roll for performance check.
go to? It will be performance and deception. Probably a bit of both.
Awesome. Well, they gotta make a save of investigation against a 15 to tell that I'm not him. Or to see that I'm disguised.
Yeah, to see you're disguised, yes.
Yeah,
No, that I agree with, but determining you're not him depends on how well you do when you open your mouth.
exactly. Alright, other details is the Ashen, or the Empress, what was her first name? Since I'm being pointed in.
Referred to as the Empress of Shadow.
Okay,
The name
Asan.
she... Yes.
Asan was the name.
alright. Cool. Then I am ready to venture forth. I do believe we have a meeting to go to, my dear companions.
all right.
Just
I
don't
agree.
touch me. Cool, so we got an hour to explore, guys. Let's go.
Let's see here.
So am I supposed to look spaced out?
It's a good question.
Act like Saradin did. Smile, be happy, try to give random people hugs. I think that'll work well.
I don't actually think that's a good idea.
Okay, then just hold hands with each other then, I guess. Something
I
that makes...
think I'll just kind of walk normal, but not.
Just smile. We'll be good with that.
And then, yeah.
Smile and wave, smile and wave.
Okay, so you're all going out, grinning and smiling and waving at everyone.
Well, maybe not
I
waving
will
at
not be.
everyone,
I
but
will not be smiling and waving at everyone, but I'm not going to make any odd gestures either.
I'm just gonna follow
I'm
like
going to
a
walk.
tree.
I was gonna say Squeaks has a fairly rodent-like looking appearance when he looks at you. You're not sure if he's smiling or threatening to bite your face off. That's okay.
That's normal. All right. Then I guess we walk outside.
Alright.
And the letter said we are to take them to the greeting place, meeting place. All right. What do we see when we walk outside?
A calm day on the streets. Things appear pretty much as they were an hour ago when you disappeared off them.
Just out of curiosity, is the half ogre's body anywhere nearby?
That's
Or
out
would that
the
be
wall
like
a
a
little
back
bit.
alley?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in a side alley.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of slumped up against it now. You have a feeling they'll probably be having authorities come to check it out fairly soon.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Hmm.
All right. Then I do believe it will walk down the main road, and I don't know what to look for.
Once you exit on the main road, you do see a group of 4 guards. Since most people in town don't carry weapons in the open, these ones do, and they have the marking of the town on them. Which
Is it a black
the-
rose?
No, it's a symbol of an oasis.
Okay.
I don't have the exact thing on hand, but yeah, it's more of an oasis style kind of iconography. They seem to be heading kind of the direction you guys just walked from.
Awesome. I think we'll just keep going.
Okay. So yeah, that is something you've noticed, that the Black Rose emblem is not the emblem of the town.
Okay. Do we want to stop and talk to him? The guards are potentially less likely to have been brainwashed, but still a nice risk of that.
I'd say not yet.
Okay. Then we'll continue on.
It's DeRosa. We heard there was a disturbance at your house. And were these fellows with you?
Yes. Thank you for coming so soon. We had some unwelcome guests try and ambush my friends and I. And thankfully we handled them, and you'll find them still at my house. We had pressing matters with Hassan, and we need to get there as soon as we can.
I'm not sure who you're referring to, but oh, okay, we'll go take a look.
All right. Thank you for your assistance.
Roll a deception for your linguistical capabilities.
Ooh, natural 18. So
Nice.
18.
They seem to not be phased and continue on after that. If you
Cool.
get puzzled by something you mentioned.
All right. So they did seem puzzled by the name.
They don't seem to know who that name is.
Awesome. All right. Then let's continue on down the main road and see what else we find.
There's many establishments, many sorts. Endless options
Any.
and opportunity.
What's the first few we see?
There's general goods, there's a restaurant, it looks like there's a tavern or inn, a few of them. Looks like there is a blacksmith. So, a number of different job or industry-based buildings like that. And there's a number of other decent-looking houses like the one that you put a hole in.
Okay. Anyone have any ideas? It seems we are not currently being followed, and then we're gonna have to do our own finding of the meeting place.
I mean, it would be weird if you and your disguise were asking it, but I guess we could always go to where else would we go search for stuff besides like a tavern or inn.
I mean, that's what first comes to my mind too. So I'm good with going to a tavern or something. And maybe
Yeah.
not I ask, but all of y'all ask. I'll buy you drinks and let you do the talking. How's that sound to y'all?
Sure, I could use a drink.
Alright. Are there any
Most of
taverns
mine
nearby that look
is-
good?
Yes, and I'm trying to pull it up here. You see one that has a iconography of two silver spears that are crossed. And below the sign it says the crossed spears.
That seems like a good place. Any others?
There's one that seems to have a dwarven kind of style flask. It's called the brass flask.
I'd say let's go to the breast flask. It seems that might be more effective for some
Yeah,
of
but
the
you gotta be
information gathering.
careful. If you leave it in the brass too long, it kind of adds a metallic flavor to the. Oh. Okay.
I mean, some people find that tasty. Others pay for that taste. Some don't.
Probably not dwarves.
Works
Some
for me.
can't afford to pay for it. Alright, to the brass flask.
It's better than aluminum.
I'll second that one.
Okay, so you go to the brass flask. Let's see here. Need some patience here, just trying to get it. You enter and you see a dwarven man who has goldenish hair. He has ambered eyes and has nice looking clothing with a large amulet that has the flask on it as well.
We walk in and it's like, good evening, good sir. My friends are just into town, and before we handle business, I wanted to take them out for a drink, as any good business partner would do.
Upon coming in and seeing that, he kind of just looks up at you and kind of just gestures to the counter, and you hear a female dwarf speak up. You look over, you see a female with golden hair and light blue eyes. She has decent clothing, and she has a holy symbol on, and in the tavern, she's the one that's walking around. She's like, "Hi, welcome. Welcome to our finest restaurant. What is it that you all need?"
I just wanted to take my friends and business associates out for a nice dinner, and for their arrival in town.
Excellent. What kind of meal are you working for? Are you just looking for whatever we have at hand or something in particular? What kind of vintage is it that you desire?
That is a wonderful question. Any special requests from the group party?
Group looks at you funny.
I just want water.
I do believe whatever you have on hand will be sufficient. I trust the quality of this establishment will be very satisfactory for us.
Ah, very good, very good. Let me see here. So you just want drinks? Do you have any preference on food at all, or just fancy whatever comes?
Let's go ahead and get a full meal while we're here.
We
You
have
never know when your
duck,
last meal's gonna
sausage,
happen.
mutton, scallop, or some more specialized items.
What are your more specialized items?
Well, we have a kind of
How
braised
far away is the
dragon.
rest of the group?
It's a draconic species of the desert. It's not technically a full dragon, and we have, but everyone around here calls them dragons because that's all we have of this draconic species. And what we have is we call it a braised dragon and poached eggs. We also have something that the locals have taken to calling roasted phoenix with a pomegranate pie. We also have scallops with nutmeg. We have mutton with oat bread, braised duck with oat bread, sausage, some blue cheese or sausage with some dried watercress. They all come with drink.
They do indeed. Let's, unless anyone is opposed, I'm curious about the local special of the phoenix, roasted phoenix.
It's a exotic desert quail is what it is. It resembles a phoenix in a lot of ways from coloration. That's why they call it that. If you would like a plate of that for each or just for yourself.
I do believe for each, except for our tree friend here, unless he would wish to partake.
He sort of shakes his head.
Then a
No.
plate for everyone that wishes for it.
So that would be 4.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay.
5 billion gold.
Pretty much.
That will be 2 silver apiece, so that's 8 silver.
Awesome. Here it is. And what will be the cost of drinks in addition to that?
They each come with a glass of brandy. If you'd like more than that, then that would be additional charge.
I think that'll be a good start for the evening. We'll be sure to let you know if we need any more. And I'll hand over a full gold.
Very kind of you, good sir. And she heads off to the back and gets it. And you see that the male dwarf is actually over there. And you see he's going between the counter of the bar and back to where the cooking is done. After a few moments, she's able to bring it out to you.
You're still disguised, right?
I have an hour, and close to the hour, I will go into the stall of the bathroom and recast it. If we take that long.
It's probably getting on half an hour now. So
Yeah.
like half an hour to each.
When we get close to it, I'll do it again.
Yeah.
So you have a fresh poultry with a pomegranate pie brought to you.
Sounds delicious.
And you're able to enjoy that with your glass of brandy.
Yay.
All right. So I'm currently the local business associate treating all of you to a nice dinner. Y'all are gonna have to do your own information gathering because it would be very odd if I, the local, did that.
tavern right now, you do see a female elf, a male elf, another female elf, a female halfling, a male human, and another female dwarf.
Y'all have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'll go up to the bar and either while we're waiting for the food or whatnot, and basically ask what the goings on in town are.
Pretty normal. We're just trying to survive here as a nice little oasis before you hit the desert. And the male dwarf over there talking about Is there something particular you're seeking?
Well, I'm just wondering if there's been anything out of the ordinary that's been going on.
As far as I know, pretty standard.
Because it's just kind of weird because just up the lane up there, there was like a half ogre in the alleyway, just slumped over. So I don't know.
I've seen a few of those around. They usually stick in the, how do you say, lower part of town.
Well, we better
Seem to
steer
be
clear of
favorites
that.
of the goblin
So
shopkeepers.
what was that?
They tend to be a favorite of a lot of the goblin shopkeepers because they're, nice, big, brutish to protect them since they're a little bit smaller. Some of them more unsavory fellows sometimes like picking on the little guys.
I see. Where would that be in town so we can steer clear of it?
I'm sure she directs you to a section of the town that when you were flying in, you kind of noticed had a bunch of more ramshackle sort of buildings.
I see. Thank you very much.
Indeed. Anything else?
Give my regards to the cook. He was very good.
He will enjoy blushing when I tell him. But yes, he does a fine job.
And then I go back to our table and relay that information. That the half ogres seem to be more prominent in the lower side of town, in the, I guess, goblin district. I don't know if I call it a goblin district, but they're usually an employee of some of goblins, apparently.
That doesn't seem to fit while they're very useful, it doesn't seem to fit the MO of our assailant.
No, but
It's a start,
may
though.
they may have been hired or otherwise enthralled.
That is indeed very true.
We should probably check out that part of town and see if anything sticks out.
That seems wise.
Good.
Are there any trees in town? Like,
You?
Trees, no. Palms, a few.
Are there any potted plants or anything here in the tavern?
Seen as it's a dwarven one, maybe a mushroom, but, not a whole lot of surface growth.
Okay.
If that's what you're looking for.
Well, as a treant, a lot of the concerns that the fleshy races have don't really make sense to me. I'd like to talk to plants, but they don't seem to be around the civilized places anyway, so I don't know why a treant would want to leave home.
Because you found a nice raccoon, buddy.
Yeah.
Assuming you had the choice.
That as well. You were sucked into a soul crystal mercilessly.
Sorry. It's difficult to figure out how to roleplay a tree.
That is entirely understandable.
You need your raccoon buddy. Instead, you just have a mouse buddy. Because no one's taking the time to learn your language.
It doesn't
Well, some
matter
people-
whether anyone
well,
knows my language. How am I going to gather information at a bar?
You frankly don't care, and you're lucky you haven't smashed a couple of tables accidentally and increased our bill.
That is very true.
Come on, I have really high dexterity. No, just okay dexterity.
Anyway, I need to step away for a second. I will be right back. But after we're done here, I say we just go on and go to the lower part of town, unless something else catches our eye on the way there. Like that's simple.
Yeah.
That seems good to me.
Okay.
So, but anyway, I will be right back.
Okay, so now we just went away for a little bit. Does anyone else want to try anything?
I have nothing else.
Okay.
I don't think it would be wise for me to try and discuss or talk with anyone else. That just seems asking for trouble.
Did the eyes follow us into the bar? Copy that.
Oh, that wasn't on mic. So, I figure I'm kind of mopey, staring at a large bucket of water that they gave me. I'm group. Where is Rocket? So far from home and the forest. None you understand me.
So, in it, let's see, it's oak bread, not oak bread. Oh, well done.
I heard the same thing spoken twice.
Oat and oak with a dwarven accent
Ah.
sound very similar.
There was oak bread that came with the duck and with the stewed mutton.
Yep.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. So, anything else you guys want to do in the inn, or do you want to try to seek your destinations elsewhere?
I will walk up to the bartender and
The male or female dwarf?
the female. Like, thank you for the phoenix and pomegranate pie. That was absolutely delicious, and I'm happy to
Certainly.
have been here tonight.
We hope you come back again.
I recently had someone that visited me in my house, and then they accidentally dropped a necklace with this symbol on it. And I'll pull out the black rose symbol. And I'm just trying to find them so I can track them down and potentially give it back to them. Would you have any idea where this might have come from?
She seems puzzled, as though she's not sure what it's supposed to mean something, and she's like, no, I'm not familiar with that one.
Okay. Haven't seen it recently either, and I'm still trying to figure out where it might have come from. Thank you, and thank you for the meal again. About how long has it been since we started walking?
With how long you guys took to eat, it's probably nearing it.
All right, then I'll
Because, usually it
go
does take a little bit to eat. It's not just a stuff it
scarf
down.
it down everything.
Yeah.
Then, before we start walking to the lower town, I will go recast disguise self in the closet, bathroom, whatever, and then we'll depart.
Okay.
Heading towards the lower city.
So you all, in your fancy duds, are gonna walk on down to the grove part of town. Sounds great.
Gotta find something.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys get near that side of town, you see the amount of guards on duty seems to increase and then start falling off sharply. Until once you're in the area, there's like none. You look
Okay.
back and see that they're in the other part of town. And you get some really weird looks from a few of them as they're like, you guys know where you're going? But as you seem to be marching on a determined path and just kind of ignored it.
Mm-hmm.
You get the attitude that it's probably loss of your own life or funds is on your head if you go down that way.
Cool. I always love that feeling.
You have entered Diagon Alley.
No, you entered diagonally. All right. Is there any black roses or anything else that's catching our eyes?
You've come together that they probably don't publicly display this somewhere.
Okay.
Um,
Hmm.
as for symbols, you see quite a few. You see lots of symbols and nearly no words. All the shops seem to have symbols of what they are.
Okay.
And you see it looks like a whole clan nearly of goblins all crammed into one little building because they're you as you walk by, they're just climbing all over the walls, chittering at each other, and doing whatever goblins do in their homes. And you seem to be gaining a lot of eyes on you.
Okay.
I am group, not comfortable.
I have a feeling that this is not the proper place of town to be investigating in right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, you probably could find some stuff here more likely than necessarily where you were looking, but
Mm-hmm.
it's probably not safe.
When are we ever safe in this town?
Yeah.
All right. Is there any more respectable shops in the area?
In this part of town?
Is there any shop that looks like an information broker location or
This one
something
part of town or back in
shady?
the other part of town?
Where we currently are?
Here? No. It seems to be illiteracy is something that's commonplace or supported.
Okay.
You actually see a lot of the school races, orcs, gnolls. You see particularly burly orc getting in a straight fight with a family of like 6 goblins and just ripping into each other as looks like a couple gnoll pups are nearby just waiting to enjoy the carnage afterwards.
This goes without saying, but under no circumstances do we split up.
Correct.
Great.
Why?
Because we like our life and belongings.
You don't want to be devoured by a group of gnoll pups.
No, not at all. That just sounds like a hassle more than anything.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they would devour your corpse after you were killed, or, you know, when you're knocked unconscious, not necessarily before.
Yeah. It's the getting knocked out part.
And, you know, there's a few half ogres and some ogres.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the species here have intermingled.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Well, this is pretty uncomfortable, but I say let's go into a goblin shop, ask about the symbol, and if we get a bunch of dirty looks and bad things might be happening, we get the heck out of here.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well, there is a tinker shop.
That sounds
and
good.
there's okay.
Anything else that would seem interesting to us? Based on our nice
It looks
intelligence
like
and everything.
there's an inn where there's maggot-ridden, fly-ridden meat hanging outside that they're bringing in to give to their patrons. There's a blacksmith shop of some sort. There's an alchemy shop of some sort. Tinker shop, as I mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like something that passes as a cobbler. Someone that passes as potentially a clothing merchant. You're not sure.
I'm good with trying the tinkerer. The alchemist is
Yeah.
another option.
It's up to you guys. So far, bait and
The
switch.
tinker sounds good.
Okay.
Tinker will.
Maybe we'll do both.
You go in and you have a chorus of voices chime out at you, I believe in Draconic.
And
In-
what?
I believe Draconic and pulling it.
Okay. Anyone know that one?
I do
No.
not.
Yeah, Draconic.
Alright, that's a no. I don't know it.
Now I wish that
Aerolith was here.
Yeah.
You see a creature in front of you that looks kind of like a scaly dog or something. And you see there's a number of them crawling on the walls in different areas, moving things about, hanging things up. And a group of them in the back seem to be arguing and tinkering with things.
Seems like a good shop.
And they're all like halfling size
Mm-hmm.
creatures.
Since, for those of us that grew up on Faerun, we actually know these are kobolds.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Then I guess we approach and talk to whoever seems to be in charge, or the largest and loudest bundle of them.
The largest and loudest bundle is probably the ones in the back, behind the counter that you can't necessarily access. There's kind of
Okay, but there is a
section.
counter.
Yeah.
I'll just go up there and spit it out. Excuse me, but we're looking for people with this black rose symbol. You know where we should look.
In Draconic, you hear a response, and the counter has let me see, 4 of those amulets that you're holding out. 4 additional ones throw down. And then one looks at you and is like, "You buy? Yes, yes, you buy? I have lots. We got 4s.
Where'd you get these?
Don't know. We collect things, we sell things.
Did you make them? Did you make them?
No,
They look.
I make this. You see, like, it looks like a live scorpion tail on the end of a stick that's still, like, twitching.
Is it magic? I'm.
What?
Nate's
That's
out
a
of
no.
character. Nate's out of character. Detector is not working. We may be interested in buying some of these. But where would the? Do you know who's been selling them to you, or giving them to you?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Do you know who does? Do you remember who does?
He turns around and screams, hollers out something in Draconic, and the din of noise goes up for about 5 minutes, and he turns back to you. No one knows.
I'll pull out a silver and put on the counter.
How much?
How much for the 2 of these symbols?
You pull out a silver. You said,
Yeah, and I ask how much for these two of them.
Just a minute. He says as the door kind of rings again. It's not so much a ring as a basket of insects gets bumped, and you hear like this just a bunch of angry insects. And you see like these looks like 10 younger kobolds come running in with a few bags, and he's barking at them. Snatches the bags and tosses the ones that are still up on this rafters and stuff, hanging stuff up, and they start emptying the bags, and you see all sorts of random knickknacks just get hung up to be sold.
Is there anything else in the store that looks interesting or
I'm
unique?
sure there's lots of things that look interesting.
Yeah, it's basically a whole ton of kobold inventions as well as random knickknacks that they've boosted.
Okay.
It's like,
Basic question: is there anything valuable in there that they've boosted?
oh, lots of things. They have a number of different gems that are quite valuable. They have different silver, pewter, copper, gold statues. They probably have a few items of platinum potentially. It's just a smorgasbord of items.
Okay.
It's basically take a flea market of all the random different items
And take a
jam it
flea
all
market
in
of
one
that.
box.
Okay.
He's like, I can sell you 2 of these for a grand. for 2 gold. Yes.
That's a little expensive for my taste. If I'm gonna spend that much, I'd like to know where they came from at least. If they have a good story, I might be able to pay 3 gold for 2 of them.
Oh, well, let me see what they say. Alright, when. And you see this, after a little bit, this old kobold comes out. Oh, they came past down from far east. There was a mighty clan of people who grew the roses and made their houses with them. They were special herbs. They're worth at least 15 gold apiece.
Yeah,
Says
I
that
don't
lights
buy
on.
that.
You just hear that from like echoes from all.
Thank you for the information. Um, I I highly doubt that people use them to build houses. I'm sorry, these are roses.
On the emblem of the civilization that made rose houses. This is their symbol. And their symbol
Okay.
grew dark as their civilization perished.
Do you know what the name of the civilization was?
What was it? The ebony flowers. Yes, I believe that was it.
Okay. Can I see if I believe him? Because
Go
I
for it.
don't. I think he's full of it, and that's a 15.
Oh, you know that anyone who wants to sell stuff can spin a good story when it's needed.
Alright. Like, I'll give you 1 gold for 2 of them. And that's my final offer.
It would be taking a big loss, but we need the money to buy our food, so we will make that deal with you.
Alright. Thank you for
I don't know
your
if I
time
believe
and
that either.
stories. Yeah, I don't either. Alright, I now have 3 of those symbols. Yay.
You know, pretty soon we'll have enough to outfit our entire party with one of those, and really be able to fit in.
Well, I figured that we probably shouldn't just ask a whole bunch of questions and then leave without doing anything. And they're less likely to ask questions if they had made a little money. So,
There is one thing we haven't tried yet, but it's a little risky.
You do notice the elderly one barks something at the kids and they go running out.
Who wants to bet they're going to get gods or something?
So by elderly one, he's about 5 years old.
She's probably looks like she's close to being done with life.
So
Oh,
7.
a kobold that reached old age, which is actually over 100.
Yeah.
That is not common.
No. She seems to be like the revered matriarch of the inventor group. You notice like numerous, markings and slashings, and now that you notice it, you kind of hear a bit of a humming noise from her over the left side that has a cloak over it.
Cool. So, unless we want to investigate that, I think we go to the alchemist.
There is one thing we haven't tried yet that we should consider, even though it might be slightly risky.
Intimidating them?
No. Actually having someone put on one of these chokers.
That's true.
There would
agree.
willing to do that.
I don't think it's going to do much. There's symbols all over the place here. If anything, it would. That is a good point, though.
Well, the initial thought is if somebody puts it on and then they immediately have to make a charisma saving throw, then then we might get a little bit more information, but it could go very poorly
Go
if
for
that
it.
happens.
And also, even
I'm
if
not
we
doing that.
we can probably snap that person out of it, depending on who we do. So not group. But we might also blend in as one of them, as there are thousands of symbols around here. We are the ones without a holy symbol or iconography. Everyone else in the city has it.
I grab one and put it on.
We have 3.
Well, I don't think we should all put them on at once. We don't know what will happen, you know?
That is true.
I don't think we need to wear it around. I'm more concerned about any potential side effects. How do you feel, Sarah, now that you put it on?
I think I feel fine.
Ceridan, roll a perception.
Ooh, nat 20.
You hear a whisper in your mind. Recall. Return.
Huh. Guys, it's almost like there's a voice in my head telling me to be called return. Or it's saying that at least.
And you're just now hearing it?
Yeah.
Take it off.
I need to take it off.
Okay. You take it off.
Do you know where you were trying to recall or return to?
No. It's just those 2 words.
Well, this could be a guide. Could also be a very bad thing if we all put them on.
Well,
In
we
the shop or outside the shop.
outside.
the shop.
We should probably have you, duck in an alley and drop your disguise self, since it's probably going to drop soon anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I need to cast it again. I'll fit in well enough here. Is there anyone that's been following us around?
Roll perception.
I'm good at that. That is 20 non-nat.
You notice a pair of red eyes looking at you from up the wall next to you.
Okay, do I see what those red eyes are attached to?
Well, the building's kind of black, so you think the creature, whatever it is probably also kind of black.
They aren't
Cool.
the same color as the kobolds, right?
Yeah, the kobolds kind of vary in color. There's some that are greenish, some that are reddish, some that are blackish, some that are, all the colors of the chromatic dragons.
Is this a new set of eyes following us, or how they been following us?
You're not sure how long, but you see the eyes are kind of a reddish color.
Okay,
They seem reptilian.
cool. Then I guess we continue on and see how far and how much they've.
Do you point this out to the group, kind of stealthily?
I'll subtly point it out to Yonovan and the rest of the group if I can do it stealthily.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 17.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure you won't be actively searching the whole time.
No.
Otherwise, it's kind of noticeable.
Right. If I'm staring back at where he was, that would be very noticeable.
Yeah, and that's why it's relying on passive for that sort of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's been pointed out to the rest of the group, Cleox is at 16 for passive.
Does anyone beat a 17?
No.
Crickets.
Okay.
As you guys exit the alley and start heading down, you see a green couple. It seems to be middle-aged one, not full-grown, but like midway to being adult. It's like, hey, aren't you asking about symbols? How much would it be worth to you? I might be able to investigate, as it were.
We are interested in a current knowledge of locations and other information.
Current, I don't know, but I might be able to find. I like finding things.
Okay. We would be interested in this.
What is it worth?
Especially the meeting place.
Yeah.
What is it worth to you? How much?
What is your typical rate as an investigator?
Depends on the danger of the information, which I have free will to upcharge if you mislead information on the danger.
Well, I will be honest with you. My friends were attacked earlier, and the men that attacked them had this symbol. And so while we might not care that much about them normally, it does matter to us a bit more, and I have no idea what they would do if you went searching for them. And the reason we came searching here is there was a larger ogre, half ogre, that was with them, with our previous assailants, and we heard that they are frequently hired as guards in this section of the town.
Yes, because they are good muscle, not so much brain.
That we could tell.
Yeah, I owe one of them a knot in my head.
Oh, very good. I will see what we can find. And we will find you if we find out anything.
Alright. May I ask what your name is?
I am just using the name Finder. I'm the head of those who seek things.
Alright, Finder. We'll contact you tonight and see if you found anything.
Okay. And he scurries off.
I wonder if he has a buddy named Keepers.
That's the red eyes. Are the red eyes still following us?
You lost track of him.
Okay.
And he currently isn't seen.
Cool. So we've been followed. Who knows if we're still being followed and how much we've been followed. It's
It
not
wouldn't surprise me
unusual.
if this part of town is eyes everywhere.
Yeah. The only question is whose eyes are on us, and we have no idea for that.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And we definitely don't want to start a fight in this part of town.
I don't know.
Well,
Let's attempt it.
well, the player character in me would love to start a fight in here, just because it would turn into an all-out brawl, and it wouldn't be just everyone against us. It would be
It would be everyone versus everyone.
it'd be a nice free-for-all.
You would literally either have to get out of this section of town or be pummeled down eventually because it would just be the whole town ripping itself apart.
Exactly.
Speaking of, on the way back, you do see that the Null Pup seem to be just about finished with their meals.
So I think we should go visit the alchemist shop. They might have something useful. They might not.
I know it's getting late for Cookie, so I don't know if if we're at a good spot to stop, or if we want to do the alchemist, or
We can call it going into the Alchemist.
It'd be better to stop, yeah.
So,
No,
the old
sounds good.
goblin lady shall greet you on your return.
Okie
Alrighty.
dokie.
I hope it was fun. We'll see you guys next week.